Saludos familia, les habla Jesús, su administrador del grupo Todo sobre Lucha Libre y en la entrevista del día tenemos la luchadora americana Ruthie Jay. Hello Ruthie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So let's see, why do you become a wrestler? Who or what was your motivation to become a wrestler?
I had several people that inspired me when I was watching it when I was growing up. Um, some of my favorites included like Eddie, Shawn Michaels, Trish Stratus for the females, Lita, all of those people. Like I loved watching them. Jericho, I loved watching his promos, but I always enjoyed watching it. The people were fun too. Like I enjoyed watching the people, like your favorite people to watch. But I enjoyed watching it. I always thought it was cool to do. Like you're like a superstar doing all these things, like the WWE superstar. So I thought maybe, hey, I could do this. And now I'm 21 and I'm actually doing it.
Okay, who trains you?
I was trained by Gangrel um, at the Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. Long live. I trained over there, but I trained with Gangrel. I'm sticking by him. Like he's been my trainer, kind of like my wrestling dad. Like who cares?
Okay, so maybe someday you will become one of the brood.
Yeah, I just need the fangs. I just need the fangs.
Okay, how many years have you been a wrestler?
I've been training for let me see, I would say a year and a half, and I've been wrestling out there for like half a year now.
Okay, Rudy J, is that your real name?
No, it is a play on my real name, my government name, which I'm not giving, but my name is Ruth, and my last name does start with the letter J.
Okay, you was telling me the first time we talked that you were born on IT or not?
Yeah, I was born over there, and I came over when I was 4, so basically I'm like Americanized now. Like I barely know anything about that island, any island. um, yeah, I came over here when I was 4, learned the language pretty well, I would say.
Okay, okay. So the first time your debut, how was those emotions? How do you feel that first day when you was there? Your music played, they say your name, you see the people, you saw the ring, you came out. How do you feel that day?
They played Real Lady Marmalade. I don't know if you know that song. It's
Yeah.
like Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I was like, okay, I can get into this. Like, maybe I can get into this. Like,
Okay.
but it was like, all right, okay, cool. They gave me this theme song. I came out to it. And then I saw the crowd. It was like I'm used to performing, right? My whole life I've been like a performer, but it was like me doing something new because when I perform, I'm usually dancing. I'm wrestling this time, so it was like something new. But I was ready to perform. I was thinking more of it like, okay, I'm there. I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna do a good match. I had the basic moves down, the bare basic moves down, but I'm gonna make sure I do the best of those basic moves.
Okay. Are you there?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So, heel or a face?
I am definitely a heel right now. At Magic City, I am a heel. I'm trying to portray more of a heel, kind of status. My character, the gold standard, like she likes to be, up there. So she has to tell everybody, like, hey, I'm the standard. It kind of sounds a little bit, arrogant, like, but that's just the way it works. So I'm trying to lean more towards the heel side. It can always go face, but right now I'm definitely working towards heel because it works with the gold standard.
Okay. You say that you used to dance. Do you feel like maybe you are like Naomi from the WWE?
Not really. I feel like me and Naomi have like two different like personalities. Like
Mm-hmm.
I love Naomi. She is like the most athletic person that you
Mm-hmm.
can look at in WWE. Like, but I feel like personality wise, like I feel like
Okay.
we're polar opposites. Like when she did her all her like acrobatic, awkward
Yeah.
flexibility stuff. She did it like to be like, yeah, But when I do it like I can do it and I'm better than you type.
Okay, okay. So if today you receive a call from WWE, TNA, or AEW, which one would you choose and why?
I would say if all three of them kept like calling on my phone, I would go to WWE because at the end of the day, everybody wants to say like, whatever they want to say about WWE, but you can't lie. When you were a kid, that's where you always wanted to be. Like,
Mhm.
and if they come calling, why not give it a shot? Like, shoot your shot, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you always want to try to think positive. Like WWE doesn't call everybody.
Mhm. How have you been talking to Gangrel about the possibility?
Not as of late. I haven't spoken to Gangrel about it. He was more focused on me trying to understand, like get more
Yeah.
experience before I get up there, so I don't come back, upset that I got this opportunity and I didn't make it. He wants to make sure I'm completely ready before I go out there and try to like venture off into something bigger and better. Like right now, I'm still a small fish in a small pond, which
Okay.
which is like it's not a bad way to look at things. I mean, I just started. I
Okay.
rather have myself be a big fish in a small pond first, and then try to go up to the big pond.
Okay. Do you see yourself maybe someday fighting with someone like Sacha or Bianca Belair or Bailey, some of those girls?
I would see that like one day, like probably like 5 years from now. I'll be looking at this video and I'll say, "Oh wow, I've set it into existence. I said this is gonna happen." But I see myself squaring up with one of them. Hopefully, like sooner than later, because like uh, I don't know when the next person's gonna leave. Like I want
Mhm.
to get like the people that I see on TV. There's a lot of people I would want to match with before they like leave WWE or like and go move on to the next thing in their life.
Maybe you should keep on talking with Gangrel, and maybe someday he will say you're ready to go to the WWE or AEW or Impact.
Maybe, maybe I'm hoping like for one of those companies to like say, "Hey, I like her. Let's get her on board."
Yeah. Imagine Gangrel some time calling you and say, "Hey, you know what? WWE called me and they want you over there. What do you say? Would you say yes? Would you say no?"
I would say yes. Let me see what I can do out there. I'll do the best that I can. I'll come back, maybe with the contract. But if I don't, at least I tried.
Okay. Maybe they're gonna give you a chance in next NXT, and then they will tell you, okay, you're going to SmackDown or you're going to Raw. Which one do you prefer, Raw or SmackDown?
Honestly, I prefer SmackDown because it's more of the like more wrestling based, and I feel like there's more for you to do there. Like Raw, it's kind of tricky to get on TV.
Hmm.
It feels like it's tricky, like to get on TV. Like there's stuff to do, but if it's like such a long program, you gotta find your spot. And like SmackDown is only 2 hours, so you can find something in there to do. Like Raw is so like time management. They gotta find time for everything for 3 hours. So it's like I would rather be on SmackDown where at least like hey I can do a little bit more wrestling based. Like not to say Raw doesn't have wrestling, but it's like you have to focus on character and wrestling in 3 hours. So it's a lot more to handle.
Okay. So far, have you win any title belt?
So far, I haven't. I've wrestled for a championship twice now, but I haven't won any titles yet. The end goal by 2020. What year are we in? 2022. Yeah, that's how God I am. I'm like, what year are we in?
It's
Um,
2021.
I don't even know what year we're in.
We are in the 2021.
I still feel like we're in 2020 for some reason. Like,
There's no problem. Okay, if you can dream match, With whom do you want to wrestle and why?
I would have to say me versus. I have two now. My first one, the first one that I had that was always like number one was like me versus Trish Stratus because she was
Really?
always my favorite. Yeah, she was always my favorite growing up, and I actually met her at SuperCon in Fort Lauderdale, and she was super sweet, like super nice.
She
And then huh?
she didn't have a big ego.
No, she was really nice. I like my sister was like there with me, and then but she was like, "Oh my gosh, she loves you. She always wants to cut a promo on you, and she actually let me cut a promo on her. Everything like
Wow.
super nice. She was like, you look cute. Like I was wearing like a cute little romper that day. She was like, you look cute. You look like you could have a look. Have you started training at any wrestling schools? I told her no. At the time, I just graduated high school. She was
Okay.
like, you need to find a wrestling school. That's the first thing you need to do. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find one.
Have you
Like,
told her so far?
no, I've never. Besides SuperCon, I've never been like able to like get in contact with her. Like, how do you get in contact with those people? It's like, damn, they're always busy.
Okay, who is the other one?
The other one would be Sasha, only because I feel like in modern day, like I feel like we'd have a good match. No doubt, we would have a good match. And she is like one of those people that she'll get a good match out of you, no matter what you can bring to the table. Like she will get something out of you. And like I feel like with Sasha, even when I started like wrestling, I people always ask me, "Are you trying to be like a little Sasha?" Like I'm like, no, like no, I'm not trying to be a little Sasha. I admire her. I admire her work. I would want to get in the ring with her. I can see like the double needs and everything. I can see that, like, and the attitude and everything. I can see that. And the way I present the gold standard is kind of the same way she presents the boss. And like, I could
Okay.
model something after that.
It would be better if it's a heel versus heel match.
A heel off. Let's see who's a better heel.
Okay, no, I think that if Sasha is a heel and then you are a heel, that would be a great super match.
Oh, that'll be super heel.
So imagine you in front of his face telling, you know what? Maybe you're the boss, but I'm the gold standard.
The gold standard. You may be the blueprint, but I'm the gold standard.
Oh my God, that would be super. That would be great.
That would be something super cool that like one day I hope that could happen. Like that would be super cool.
Okay, do you belong to any wrestling company right now?
Right now, no, I am a independent wrestler. I go out there and find what I think is good wrestling, like a good place to wrestle, or
Okay.
like a place that I think that I can show my craft.
Would you like to go to Mexico or Japan?
I like to go to Mexico or Puerto Rico. I don't know about Japan though, because like that is far. Like I would be like so lost. Like if,
Uh,
if I go with like a group of people, yeah, sure, I'll go. But like by myself, I
no,
don't know.
maybe you will be like lost, like a little bit afraid or something.
Probably because I'm like by myself, it's like a different story. But like if it's like a tour, it's like a group of people are going, then yeah, of course. But like by myself, it's like that's far. That's super far.
It would be great to see you in Mexico because they have these great companies over there.
They do. They have a lot of companies over there that love lucha stuff, and I'm like, wow, they love lucha libre.
It would
Like
be it would be a dream come true.
that, and I would be able to learn more too, like a different style of wrestling. Because when you're in America, it's like you learn wrestling, but it's like when you're in Mexico, you learn their style of wrestling too. So that would be cool. That would be another reason why I want to go to Japan to see like their strong style. Like that style's hard hitting. Like, do they care for their necks? Jesus.
Okay, how fans can reach you on the social media?
They can find me on Instagram, Ruthie, Ruthie _ underscore all _ smiles. And on Twitter, Superior Queen with the W, QWEEN. And I'm barely on Facebook. So if you want me on Facebook, Ruthie Jay, Ruthie. I hate when people spell it with a Y. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
Ruthiejay. I
Okay.
don't know how, but there's ways to spell my name wrong.
Oh my God. Mi gente, Ruthie Jay, escríbanle para hacerle más entrevistas. Vamos a ver si algún día la vemos aquí en Puerto Rico o en cualquier otro país. I'm hoping someday you can come to Puerto Rico and have a matching here with some of the greatest wrestlers we have in here.
Me too. That would be fun. I love working with new females. Like different people work different ways and styles. So if I go to Puerto Rico, that would be fun. That would be fun. One, I've never been to Puerto Rico, and two, I can work new people.
Okay. So any last words so we can end the interview?
Yes. One last word. Be on the lookout for the gold standard, Ruthie J, because I'm gonna take over Florida. Once I finish taking over Florida, the world. Okay, the world.
The sky is the limit and you know it.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely is.
Bueno, mi gente, esto ha sido todo por el día de hoy en la entrevista del día. Pendiente a más entrevistas. Thank you very much for your time, Rudy. I
You're
wish you the best
welcome.
of the best on your life.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye.